But before we get into your battle rap though, because I listen to like some of your dot piff stuff, right? So I'm gonna go back when I go listen to
Mm-hmm.
it. There's stuff like this Mortal Kombat freestyle that was kind of ill. I remember you from one of your collab mixtapes. There, you flipped a fucking Kid Cudi "Pursuit of Happiness" bit, and I was lit. Or
Mm.
on one of your tracks, you take the Money fucking Pink Floyd sample, and you fucking just do this beautiful fucking. It's good, man. Like your ear for beats during this whole like, yo, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous, but it's also cool because it doesn't really sound like. Well, it kind of sounds like what I understand Boston's supposed to sound like in rap from all the stuff I heard from it. A
Mm.
little tint of rocks in there, a few other things like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is ill. Like, and that's why, like, when Flacco brought up the why isn't Boston popped, I'm like, yo, that's weird, because like, I already have a sense of what it is, and I was like, it was just such a pleasure for me, and I already fucks with that so heavy. It was like I really enjoyed listening, but you were talking about the vibes, rave that you recognize like super early on, and I could feel that in your music that there were vibes all across your project, especially in that "Welcome to Bosstown" one, which was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Boston. And I was like, ha, when it clicked.
Yeah.
But yo, like it was just so many different kinds of songs on that project. It was like an
Yeah.
album. It was like a full album. It was like a really good, full, versatile album. I know that's like 2014, but just in a sense that even at the 2010 stuff I heard, like 23 was it. I like your intro there. That was really clever. Like I like that little intro thing you did to
Mm-hmm.
explain where you're at. All of it. It would just feel like this consistency to it. I'm like, that's so nifty. That's why I wanted to just make sure that even though I don't know how much you're known for your music. So to me, it was like fucking blessed to go through that part of it. Like it's equally as enjoyable for me to go bump your old music. Honestly, possibly more so than the battles. So yeah.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. On a local level, um, I would say I'm equally known for music as I am for the battles because of a lot of those projects that you just mentioned. Um, Outside of a local level, though, it's predominantly battle rap, and I'll be even a little more specific. It's so during this whole time of music creating and stuff like that, I also was really big on YouTube.
Mm.
I had a really big YouTube presence, and part of that
I'll
was also
attest to
thanks
that.
to my older brother. My older brother, yeah, my older brother was in a an R&B group called Amir, and they were really big on YouTube, and they were known for cover songs. So they would do a lot of cover songs and a lot of cover music, and occasionally they would include me in some of these collaborations, and that was my brother's way, I guess, of exposing me to a lot of the fan base that they had. They at the time were hitting a million views on most of their stuff
Oh
pretty quickly,
shit.
pretty easily. And so, my brother, as always, put me on to the YouTube community and content creation and making stuff. So, like the Mortal Kombat freestyle you spoke about was really big on YouTube. Um, I don't know if you've seen some of the recent freestyles that Papoose has done with like the NBA teams and the jerseys and stuff like that. I did that 13 years ago. It's still on YouTube right now. I did that with NBA teams and I did it with NFL teams. Um, but I would do a lot of those, schemes as they're called in battle rap. I would do a lot of those things before battle rap, before it was even like a popular thing or a common thing. I would do it for YouTube, and YouTube would love it. You know what I'm saying? And that is how I became familiar with people such as Tim De La Ghetto, who was on Wild 'N Out. He's on a different show now on MTV. Um, I knew him as D Pride or Pride. He goes by Russell now. He's from Canada. Huge artist. Super, super dope. Um, People like Prince EA, Mr. Meredith, freaking Wax, a bunch of people. that I would, that I knew about, that, we were all kind of in that same lane on YouTube. So on top of the music and the music that I was creating, before battle rap, I was also doing this stuff with the visuals on YouTube. So there are a lot of people who don't even know the extent of my battle rap career, but they know me from YouTube. And they know me from a lot of those videos that I used to do and the videos that I would do with Amir on YouTube. So, that should be mentioned too when it comes to people knowing me for music locally, people not really knowing me for music outside of Massachusetts. There are more people who know me for YouTube than for my music outside of my state.
I just think it's worth knowing all of the sides of you. So I'm so glad that you told us that you're basically a YouTube star from the early era of YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. And I wish I had. I'm so good with so bad with multitasking, which is why there's such a huge gap in my musical catalog. That's why you can't really find anything recent from me as far as projects outside of 2014. I just started like getting heavy back into music, and this break that I'm taking now. My last battle was K-Shine in January. My next battle is going to be announced really soon, but it's in mid-June. So this whole break, this whole time that I've taken, has been recording. My brother and I have about 90 songs, various different features, from again Method Man to Royce to Ransom, RJ Payne.
That's big. That's dope.
So many.
RJ Payne is dope.
When we start dropping songs and records, starting with the Method Man one, I think the battle rap culture is going to get really, really hip to what I can do musically. And I think the world in general, because I haven't focused that much on it, and I've been so involved and enveloped by battle rap, it's going to be a wake-up call to a lot of people who aren't familiar with that side of me, which I think is dope. So, really, I'm just lining everything up so that the second half of my 2021 is going to be really eventful. You know what I mean? So this break that I'm taking, it's not really a break. I am working, but mostly on the music side and less on the battle rap side right now.
Yeah, but that's like really exciting for me because like I listened to your Loaded Lux diss track and I listened to the one that came out on the free. Yeah, I bumped everything I could find. I saw the stuff with Mickey Fax, all of the ones that were recent YouTube tracks. So everything I heard from you was legitimately fire. Like as a musical artist, like you got a style to your voice that's identifiable, that doesn't get boring over time, and like in fact, it's just dope. And you have a heavy theatrical element to your delivery, which I think is super important for a great song. So that's my preferences. You don't have to agree with me, anyone. But that's just it's cool to hear that you have all the 90 songs, man. That's exciting as fuck.
So many records, man, and they bleed through different genres. It's not all just hip hop or boom bap. There's stuff in there that you could classify as gospel. There's stuff in there you could classify as R&B because, again, my brother is a singer. So a lot of our collaborations have that aspect within it. Some of our songs you might consider poppy or alternative. There's some songs with a heavy rock influence, as you know I like to dive into sometimes. So, like, a lot of the songs that we have, the same versatility that you saw on Welcome to Bosstown is all through our catalog, and it's all over, what we have. So I'm super excited to start putting out records, and it's going to be really interesting to see how people receive a lot of the songs that may not be straight hip hop or straight rap. I think it's going to be a bit of a mind fuck for people. But I can't wait to see how people react to it, because that's what I enjoy doing. I never want to be put in any type of box or category or one genre. I like to be somebody that's all over the board. I like to be somebody that's coming out with a song now that gives you gospel vibes, and then coming out with a song next month that gives you R&B vibes, and then 2 months later I've got a song that's got heavy boom bap rap vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be all over the board with it.
Yo, straight up, that is the perfect way to appeal to a youth audience today. So
Facts.
you in line with modern marketing trends, my guy.